Hello and welcome to Business on Joy News Prime. I'm Charles Ayittey. Tonight, the Bank of Ghana says the country has made concerted efforts to check money laundering and terrorism financing. This is coming after it issued new guidelines for anti-money laundering, combating and financing of terrorism and the proliferation of weapons of mass destruction. We have more in this report.
The central bank said accountable institutions in particular have come under sustained regulatory pressure to improve upon their monitoring and surveillance systems with a view to detecting, preventing and responding effectively to the threat of money laundering and terrorism financing. The guideline covers, amongst others, anti-money laundering reporting designations and duties, customer due diligence, monitoring and reporting of suspicious transactions, and statutory reporting requirements. Again, the Bank of Ghana pointed out that accountable institutions are exposed to varying money laundering and terrorism financing risks and serious financial as well as reputational damage if they fail to manage these risks adequately. It therefore said diligent implementation of the provisions of the guideline would not only minimize the risk faced by the institutions of being used to launder the proceeds of crime, but also provide protection against economic and organized crime, reputational and financial risks. In this regard, it directed institutions to adopt a risk-based approach in the identification and management of their money laundering and terrorism financing risks.
Now, the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry is calling for an aggressive tracking of homegrown policies in a coherent manner that will propel economic growth come next year. According to the Chamber, promoting made-in-Ghana goods will integrate the Ghana Economic Program, thereby translating into job creation. The Chamber is therefore pledging its commitment to support government in bringing the economy back to a sustainable level in 2023. Isaac Osei Amuako is president of the Chamber and has been speaking to Joy Business.
While the GNCCI anticipate global economic easing on account of foreign crude oil prices and weakening of the dollar, there is the need to aggressively pursue homegrown policy in a coherent manner. The GNCCI will continue to champion the micro path of building competitive and resilient business and industrial cluster through the value chain development and mapping approach. Promoting made-in-Ghana goods would also require that we integrate the wholesale and the retail sector into Ghana Economic Development Program. These efforts will certainly have significant impact on job creation, food security, import substitution, foreign exchange, and microeconomic prudence. Let me assure you, our members, and the wider business community of GNCCI's firms' commitment to meaningfully engage government and other stakeholders towards ensuring a sound and robust business and investment climate in 2023 and beyond.
Now, there are mixed reports about the usual buzz that is seen at various transport stations during the festive season. While some transport stations, which are normally full of passengers throughout the festive season, have recorded low numbers this year, others, including OA Transport, have recorded some interesting turnout of passengers traveling to other parts of the country. Here are some commercial transport drivers speaking to Joy Business.
Some commercial transport operators are lamenting over the low patronage of their services. According to them, the usual high number of passengers that is recorded throughout the festive season has reduced drastically this year. The Director of Operations at Suntaba Transport Station, Mohammed Suntaba, said patronage has not increased despite the reduction in prices of transport fares.
This year, Christmas traveling, I don't think we don't have passengers like every year because of the lorry fare was high and they will reduce this small, but still people don't have money to travel. You can see in the like last year like this or last 2 years, we can load about 10 cars, 15 cars, 12 cars. Last year we load about let's say 10 to 8. But this year like this, even 2 cars is very, very serious. You cannot get 2 cars to load. And most of the people are complaining that they have no money. And then that's the reason that they don't.
The story is, however, different at the OA transport station. Transport operators at the station were happy about the turnout at the station. According to a ticketing officer, they recorded high numbers this year, and this has led to a shortage of buses at the station.
It's been good so far. Ghanaians are really traveling this Christmas. Right from the 25th of December, they've been coming in their numbers till today, the 26th of December. In the last 3 or 4 days, it hasn't been easy, and now there's been a shortage of buses. This bus right here will get full when we start giving out tickets. People are really traveling.
For Joy Business, Jesse Aram Agbapo's report.
Now, the General Agric Workers Union is calling on governments to roll out a policy that will protect farmers from bushfires during the dry season. According to GAU, a lot of farmers suffer from incidents of bushfires during the harvest period from November to December. Speaking to Joy Business, the General Secretary, Edward Kaiwe, said a policy must be considered under the Planting for Food and Jobs program to protect farmers during the Harmattan season.
This is the harvesting season for the entire country. Okay. And then we are also threatened by bushfires and so on. So no farmer who is not compelled to be at the celebration ground will leave his farm to go or sit at home because it has been legislated so. We are talking about investing in agriculture. Today, we have to ask ourselves, have we actually invested in agriculture? So that the themes will have meaning. We just don't put the theme there. 1 year time, we have not fulfilled that theme, then we move to another theme.
And that'll be it for business. I'm Charles Ayittey. Prime continues.